It's been 2 years since I quit my corporate job as a lawyer to start a videography business with my best friend Jason. And let's just say, life outside the corporate 9 to 5 has been a crazy ride. Traveling the world, working on cool projects with massive brands, having time and location freedom, meeting awesome people, and most important of all, making tons of money. No, I'm just kidding. Here's what a normal day in my life actually looks like now. 7 AM, I get out of bed. For breakfast, I always have the same thing: 2 eggs, 5 Weet-Bix biscuits, and a coffee. I usually either watch highlights from a football match that was recently played, or some funny commentary analysis from the team at Sky Sports News about how horrible my team has been playing this season, Man United. You can give me shit about it in the comments down below. I know they've been absolutely awful this season. 7:30 AM. After breakfast, I head to the bathroom, brush my teeth, and have a cold shower. During this time, I'll usually play a self-development video on the side just to prime my mind for the day.
Really wakes you up.
8 AM is typically the start of my workday. After quitting my job, learning how to stay disciplined and productive has been one of the biggest challenges. I separate my workdays into 2 main blocks: a morning block between 8 AM and 12 PM and an afternoon block between 1 PM and 5 PM. Since I'm more productive in the mornings, I try to use the morning block to do as much deep work as possible and focus on high value tasks that require the most concentration and creativity. This morning, I'm writing out a new YouTube script titled How to Make $10,000 a Month as a Beginner Videographer. I recently caught up with one of our one-on-one coaching students, Drew, an 18-year-old from Brisbane, Australia, who joined our coaching program last year in March 2024. 1 year later, he's now consistently doing $10,000 per month, and last month, he even hit $25,000 per month with his videography business. So in this video, I wanted to dive deeper into his story and get some key pieces of advice that helped him get to where he is today. I think it's going to help a lot of beginner videographers in our community. At 9 AM, Jason and I have our daily stand-up meeting. When I used to work in corporate, daily stand-ups were a pretty common thing. Just a quick catch up with the team at the start of the day so everyone knows their roles and what they need to get done for the day.
Me. There you go.
We also do our weekly marketing and sales meeting to review our marketing and sales activities from the last week. Total value for that is around 5K, but we had a big project come in last week, which was 9,750. So that's awesome. Good stuff.
Good job.
Good stuff. High five. Hey Jace, say hi. Say hi everyone. What are you doing?
Hello. So we're doing a marketing meeting right now.
3 things that we typically discuss. So number 1 in this column here is whether or not we completed our weekly assigned marketing activities. How many people express an interest in our service as a result of that. And then here in this green box here is the amount of leads that generated into paying customers. So as you guys can see here, last week we actually had a really big week. There's quite a few wedding clients that booked us in last week, and also a couple of really big corporate projects, including one which was 9,750. So a question that a lot of people in our community have for us is, how do I consistently get clients so I can make this a sustainable career path for myself? And my answer is always to create a marketing plan that allows you to consistently tell people about your services. Because to me, it's kind of like a juicer, right? Like the more fruit that you feed through a juicing machine, the more juice you're actually able to produce. So that's how I like to think about it when it comes to getting clients. Can they find the sales and marketing template?
So they can find the sales and marketing template in our Filmmaker starter kit, which details a roadmap on like how we went from complete beginners, who just got our first camera, to now doing like this full-time, owning a video production business. So if you're interested, you can find our Filmmaker starter kit, link in the description down below. After the meeting, I'll go straight back into scripting the YouTube video I was working on earlier. For the next hour and a half, I like to put in some earphones, lock in, and try my best to complete the task before the end of the work block. For my morning work blocks, I usually like to work in my room because I've set up the room for deep work. This concept of deep work is something I learned from the book Deep Work by Cal Newport. I also have a vision board stuck up on my wall to keep me focused. Personally, having visual reminders stuck up on my wall really helps. At 11 AM, I start getting pretty hungry. My stomach starts growling, but it's too early for lunch, so this is the time I usually have morning tea. All right, let's try and see if this smoothie is any good.
Delicious, guys. Remember, we also have a cooking channel, so you have to try the smoothie out. We don't have a recipe, but it's banana, oats, peanut butter, and a bit of soy milk. After downing a delicious smoothie, I finished the last hour of my work block. After 2 to 3 hours working on my YouTube script, I typically change to another task in the second work block to give my mind a mental refresh. I also like to change up the environment and go work on the dining table. This is the time where I try to do a marketing and sales sprint, activities that bring money into the business. For today, that involves making a social media post for our wedding photography and videography business, and also hopping on a discovery call with a corporate client who's looking to do a pretty big 2-day shoot later this month down in Melbourne. 12:30 PM and it's time for lunch. We actually have a shoot today in the afternoon for a ramen restaurant. Jason is actually running the shoot, but I'm going to go film BTS for a job shadow for YouTube. So it's going to be a quick lunch today. I'm just going to have a bit of leftovers from last night, Chinese pork belly that my dad made, yum yum, brown rice, kimchi, and a fried egg. After lunch, I like to have a bit of dark chocolate as a palate cleanser. Now it's time to head off for the afternoon shoot. For today's shoot, we're actually doing a small brand story shoot for a ramen brand which has several stores around Sydney. We're starting the shoot today with a quick interview with the owner to uncover the story behind the brand. We'll then spend the remaining hour and a half filming some prep shots of the chef.
So right now, I have my laptop here with my shot list open. So before every shot, I can reference the shot list and then direct the chef here what to do. So you can download our creators kit down in the description. Link in the description down below.
And finally, some product shots of the ramen bowls. We'll be releasing a job shadow of the shoot next week, so keep an eye out for that.
We are done? Well done.
What a shoot. Shoot completed. Let's go. Today's shoot was pretty tough. There were a lot of customers around when we came today, so we didn't know where to shoot. So we did have to wait for 20 minutes to half an hour waiting for the restaurant to get quieter. Yeah. The interview shots was great. The product shots was really good. I think one of the biggest challenge I was facing today was hunger.
Make sure you guys eat before your shoots.
Yeah. So I can't wait to dive into this because I haven't had lunch yet and it's 3:30 right now. So
But before you can eat that, I just want to let everyone know, please sign up to our free 7-day videography email crash course, link in the description box down below. So in this course, we go through all the common myths that hold a lot of beginning videographers back and some of the key things that you guys need to focus on to take your videography journey to the next level. So before Jason eats this, make sure you sign up in the description box down below.
After the shoot, it's time for some exercise. Exercise and staying active is a big part of my life, and I try to do at least 1 hour of exercise a day. Today, I'm heading to the park to play some soccer, doing a combination of interval sprints, shooting, and dribbling drills to train my fitness as well as my ball skills. My football season is coming up soon, so I'm trying to improve my fitness levels. Exercise has always been a crucial part of my routine. I usually find it hard to not think about work as I am a bit of a workaholic, so exercise has definitely been a key part to maintaining not only my physical health, but also my mental health.
That's a goal. I swear.
7 PM is dinner time. My family and I always have dinner together because it's the one time in the day when we actually all get to sit down and talk about our day. I still live at home and pay rent to my parents, even though I probably could have moved out when I started my full-time job back in 2019. Like all Asian parents, they don't really want you to leave home until you get married. But I have a great relationship with my family, so living at home is completely fine for me now. I get to save a lot of money, which allows me to be more risk-taking with my business. And I know not everyone is in such a fortunate position as I am. At 8:30, I usually retire to my room and do some chill work for another hour. This is usually tasks that don't require as much brain power, like replying back to emails or editing wedding photos. I then brush my teeth and wind down for the night. And that's typically the end of my workday. After brushing my teeth, I'll usually try to relax and watch a TV show in bed. Lately, I've been watching the Netflix documentary series Captains, which talks about the 2022 Qatar World Cup. I think documentaries on Netflix are awesome in their storytelling, and we actually draw a lot of inspiration and apply it to our own client work. After an episode, I try to wind down even further by reading a book for 30 minutes. Lately, I've been reading this book called Ready, Aim, Fire, which is a really good business book that talks about the various stages of a business. My biggest takeaway from the book is that if your business is at the $0 to $1 million stage, your primary focus should be on selling. And that's a really good reminder because sometimes we can get caught up in things that don't really matter. After 30 minutes of reading, it's time for bed. And that is a day in the life, guys. Thank you so much for sticking to the end of the video. As always, give this video a like and subscribe if you found some value out of this video. Don't forget to check out all our free resources, link in the description box down below, to the Creator Kit, the free S-Log Lite, and our 7-day videography email crash course. Anyways guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. That's it from me. Go check out this video here on how I became a videographer in 3 months. I'll see you guys in the next video. Good night and stay focused.